Hey guys, Colori here with another Lost Ark guide video. This time it's about leveling 1 to 50 for our main and all characters in tier 1. There are a lot of information to cover, so let's get right into it. The primary objective of this guide is to help you level your first or main character from 1 to 50 faster, so that we unlock these 3 endgame contents on the first day. Guardian Raids, Chaos Dungeon, and Epona's Request, or will be known as Una's Task in NA and EU. These are daily activities and we do not want to miss out on the loot from this activity on the first day. We will discuss other objectives as we go through the guide together. One disclaimer here is this guide is not for you if you want to set the Guinness World Record for fastest 1 to 50 leveling time. Rather, it's faster leveling for new players of Lost Ark and NA and EU in the sense of some shortcuts you can take and some things to avoid that might slow down your leveling process. After character creation, when you start the game, you may need to select mouse configuration, whether to attack with left mouse or right mouse. If you mess this up, you can change it later at this option. Also, it's highly recommended you bind your two identity buttons Z and X to mouse backwards and forward button, as it really helps with activating identity skill, especially for classes like Deadeye and Gunslinger for fast weapon switches. Before we start, you can arrange the starting skills as per one of my build guides if you are following them, and I have made a leveling build guide video for all the classes that will be available at launch in NA and EU. If you click this link in the description below, it will open up a picture guide for the build, complete with at what level various skills that will unlock, and how you can sequence them as a combo to do damage. All these builds require just 200 to 244 points. Use these points to activate these blue, green and yellow tripods first, and when you have more than 244 points, unlock these grayed out tripods as well to make the build even more powerful. You can find a link for this builds playlist in the comment section below this video. Let's start the leveling process. First, click Skip Prologue and choose Skip Prologue.
After the opening horse carriage sequence and saving Armand, you will go to Prideholme's church, and when you come out of this church, you will get this option to select horse mount.
Notice that there is an achievement for having all 3 different horses, so collect first horse on the main character, then the next 2 when you level 2 more alts for this achievement. Achievements like this give Odyssey experience points, and when we increase our Odyssey levels, we get all kinds of benefits like permanent stat increase for all the characters in that account, we get crystals, we get wallpapers, and the best of them all is at level 60 we get this Bifrost key, which we can use to unlock 1 extra slot for Bifrost instant travel later. Once you have selected the mount, right-click it on inventory to add it to the mount selection, which you can open by pressing Alt+V, and I highly recommend you drag and drop it to key 5 so that whenever you want to use a mount, press 5 with the middle finger and then T with the index finger to immediately start moving, with T being the auto move key in Lost Ark. So again, 5T to immediately start moving, it saves so much time. If your mount have a dash feature on Q, you can immediately mount it with 5T and then press Q with your little finger to dash. If you have purchased the Platinum Founders Pack, you can use that Founders exclusive mount right now instead of the horse. At this point, guild application will also be available, so press Alt+U and join a guild. You can even search for one or make your own guild with 2000 shillings, which you should have if you have purchased one of these silver, gold or platinum founders pack. To achieve our primary objective of getting our main character to level 50 faster, these are the things that we are not going to do as it will slow down our progress. No Mokoko seed pickup, no adventure book items farming like this collectibles, food, or viewpoints, and also no yellow side quests for now. You can come back and do this later or do it when you're leveling an alt character, as this will give certain tendency points which we will need to build affinity with certain NPCs later, but not now. So these are not important at the moment. Next, when you get this Song of Escape from this NPC, it will be in your inventory. Right click on it to add it to your song list and then drag and drop it into number 7 so that you can immediately press number 7 to get out of dungeons and islands, which we will be doing a lot later. Press tab to open an overlay map to see where you are at certain map, or press M and click this to see where you are in the world of Arcasia. By the way, when you open the overlay map with tab, you can move it around by pressing and holding down the mouse scroll button and moving it around. You can change the size and color of the cursor with this accessibility option, and you can also change the color of the mouse by pressing down Ctrl key and scrolling with your mouse key. From this point onwards, I will cover certain points of interest only as you move from map to map following the main quest in orange. Always click on this compass icon to learn where you're supposed to move next. Right as you are starting out on the first map, you will see a number of mobs outside and your fingers will be itching to kill them. Old habits from playing Diablo 3 too much, but don't waste time here. If the quest does not require you to kill this mob, do not waste time on them. Keep moving, focus on getting the quest done. They are the one that will give the EXP. When you are moving about in open world, always use mount and do not run around on foot. In dungeons, however, always use this speed cloak that will give you 40% max movement speed whenever you're not killing mobs and just need to move from one area to another. At this point in the main quest, we're going to fight an elite, and the fastest way to end it quickly is by throwing this stun bomb on him, which you can get from this battle offense item box, which you can purchase from the F4 cash shop under battle items for some blue crystals. Like this. Boom. When you complete this first story dungeon by killing the robbers, instead of going out the normal way, a quick shortcut would be to open the main map, click on this world map, click on Artemis, click on Log Hill, and choose this jump point to jump instantly. You will save so much time running around. Whenever you need to do dungeons, choose normal dungeon as it is easier to clear. You can come back and do the hard dungeons later for adventure book completion, but otherwise the gears that you get from these early dungeons do not really matter. Dungeons can be done solo, but especially for bard players, it will help if you run it in a duo or in a group of 4. Just be aware that the health of mobs and bosses in the dungeon goes up with the number of players entering the dungeon. If you get injured, use this health potion to recover your health and not this battle medicine unless you absolutely have to, as we will be using this more for raids later. As you start getting all sorts of gear, just use whatever upgrades you get indicated by this blue arrow. Accessories that you get later, however, if they roll with agility, then it will help your cooldown and movement speed. When you're doing this story dungeon, do not fight the monsters, just lead them to one of these barrels and explode it and you will kill them all. When you get additional skill point as you're leveling, use this guide to add it to one of these tripods to make it stronger. This is the perfect time to demonstrate the speed cloak that I was talking about earlier. Use it in dungeons like this to avoid wasting time. See how fast she is moving now? You will save so much time with this. You can get more of this swift rope from this battle buff item box, which again you can purchase from the F4 cash shop using some blue crystals. Salvage all unused gear by clicking on this dismantle icon and then click on this colored gear selection and click dismantle. However, some of these early gears might be really cool looking and you may want to keep them, and you can use it in the arena PvP later, as gear score does not matter in arena PvP. So to avoid some gear from being accidentally dismantled, you can lock it by control right clicking and choose lock to stop it from being destroyed. So let's dismantle the rest of them. These junk, dust and fragments can be sold later for some shilling at some NPC in town. Until then, keep them aside in your inventory. Now you can lock this item in place by pressing Alt left click to lock them in place so that when you sort your inventory, they do not get sorted. Also notice that you'll be getting these cards, and I have a separate video explaining what these cards do and how to use them. Although it's an older video, but the card system in Lost Ark has not changed much, so the information in this video is still valid. You can find a link for this video in the pinned comment below.
Following the main quest, once we reach Lake Bar and talk to this NPC, life skills will be unlocked. However, we will not be doing any life skills at the moment. We will do them after level 50. When you reach this cinematic battle, you will have to choose G or H. Choose H and the enemy will have less health. Notice his health is already reduced. After the cinematics is over, when you come out of Luthra Castle and talk to this NPC, Personal Island Stronghold will be unlocked and you can go there by playing this song. But again, we are going to skip this for now and keep on leveling. Once you finish the main storyline in Luthra continent, you will get a ship from Black Fang, and the main quest changes from orange to blue now. This is the first of the many ships we can get in Lost Ark. Add our first sailor Alt+U and leave port. When you leave Luthra, main quest takes you to Totoik and you can continue it this way if you want as well. But I prefer to sail to Arthetine instead, as the quest there gives more EXP points, more skill points and unlock powerful level 40 skills faster. But you can choose to go to Totoik as per storyline. Now if you are wondering, can we even sail to Arthetine at this early in the game? Yes, we can. As you can see here, I have just unlocked Arthetine level with this Desert City Mission quest at item level 37. So let's go. I have a great tip for you here. When you're in Stern City, instead of taking this ramp as the quest wants you to do, you can instead take this underground shortcut to the other side of the city. Saves so much time. The quest will ask you to take the ramp again to go to the other side, but instead just use the Bifrost jump point to jump to the other side. Again, saves so much time. When you talk to Bastian and Sasha, drop a Bifrost point on them, as you'll need to go and talk to them a few more times later. Like this, later in the quest from this location to Sasha and Bastian.
Once you've completed Arthetine, you should be around level 46 and you'll get this sailor haberk before leaving port. Right click on this to add him to your crew roster.
Also, let's look at a few more items in inventory before we leave. Notice that you'll be getting these ability stones, but they are only useful after level 50. So these early ones are useless, so just salvage them.
You will also get this adventure book collectibles indicated by the page icon on the bottom right of the item, which you can right click to add to your collectibles. Oh, before I forget, from experience, I highly recommend you create a new chat tab with normal, whisper, party, emote, guild and raid by clicking on this plus icon, give it a name and click confirm. Let's continue. These are books for emotes. Right click on them to read and then you will have them in your emotes list, which you can activate by clicking on them like this, or you can also type them in the chat like this. Interestingly, with this latest patch of Lost Ark in Korea, there's even a chance we'll get this engraving books pouch from killing elite monsters, which is awesome. Hope we get this patch in NA and EU. We'll discuss more about these engravings later after we hit level 50. Finally, since we sail from East Luthra to Arthetine instead of Totoik as per the original storyline, we may get higher level gear than level 46, which we can't use at the moment. So just keep them in the inventory to be used later and do not accidentally crush them. Let's get into our ship and sail down to Anikka continent next. With extra skill points, skills and higher level gear obtained from Arthetine, it will be very easy to clear Anikka. Click on this to uncheck this quest line so that it is not confusing which quest line you should be following. Having completed Anikka, we are now at 49.45. I did do a few raid quests that gave me 75,000 EXPs for some easy kills. I'm going back to Arthetine now to do some yellow quests that gives at least 10k EXP. Having completed a few yellow quests on the first map in Arthetine now, I'm at 49.64, which should be enough for us to hit 50 when we reach Vern. Let's continue the earlier quest storyline from Arthetine. And when we finally talk to the Queen of Vern,
어서 오거라. 모험가가
tada! Level 50!
지금
Now let's summarize the path we should take in NA and EU to hit this level 50. In Luthra continent we do main quest only from 1 to 37, then we sail to Arthetine and do main quest, any yellow quest and red quest that gives 10,000 plus EXP, and at the end of Arthetine we should be around level 47 I would think. Then we sail down to Anikka and do main quest and some red quests, and that should get us very close to 50, and even if we did not, we'll hit 50 when we talk to Queen of Vern. And we have completely escaped Totoik, which we should go back and complete later. After talking to the Queen of Vern, when you move to this place and talk to this NPC, you will unlock Chaos Dungeon. You can also visit Beatrice now in Trixion to get your Awakening skill quest, which will also give you another powerful level 50 skill. You go to Trixion by playing this song, but we are going to skip it for now. Talk to this NPC to unlock Una's task. You can do 3 of these Una's tasks daily and 3 of Una's quests weekly. And the dailies also give reputation points, which gives more reward at certain intervals when you complete them. And if you are in a guild, you will get guild quests 3 days after you join the guild. Continue to unlock all jump points. Then do your first Chaos Dungeon. Equip any upgrade gears you get. Notice we are using the same PvE skills that we used while leveling. We can kill the boss without awakening skill on this first chaos dungeon. First chaos dungeon complete. If you have extra gear, do not salvage them. Instead, sell them in auction house for some gold, as there may be other players whom are unlucky and did not get the full 302 set. Buy any gear that you are missing as well to complete the 302 set. When you have the full 302 set, set up your raid build on the second skills presets, following the raid build guide. Then do Urnil Guardian raid once with a party and do not collect the soul. You will still get chest and mats for the first clear later. Like this. Next, go to this NPC over here to upgrade gear with the mats you got. To upgrade gear, click on this icon, max it out and click this. If you have enough mats, your gear will be upgraded from 302 to +2 340 gear. Next, focus on getting all 6 gears to +2 340 until you run out of mats. There will be upgrade mats available in F4 cash shop. If you had bought Founders Pack and have yellow crystals, buy some blue crystals with them and then buy the upgrade mats from the cash shop with the blue crystals. You can also buy upgrade mats with gold from auction house if you can get them. You can get breakthrough stones from Una's daily tasks, and I highly recommend you do any 3 of these. Upgrade balance gear until your total gear score is 340. At this point, you might get the quest to unlock engravings. I have a separate video covering this subject in detail, so check it out later. Link for the video is in the pinned comment below. Once you're at 340 item level, do the next level chaos dungeon for a chance to get purple accessories and more gears to sell. Next we are going another guardian raid, but before that, accept these weekly eponas to get even more breakthrough stones. Equip the purple accessories if you got any, then do guardian raid lumerus with party for 2 times and both times collect the souls to get even more mats and purple accessories. This completes our first day objectives of getting to level 50, complete 2 chaos dungeon, complete 3 raids, complete 3 Unas tasks. There are many more shortcuts and tips that I can't cram into this one video guys. So on the 8th of February, I invite you to come hang out at my Twitch stream at twitch.tv/Colaberry and I'll share further tips and shortcuts as we level up together. This ends part 1 of this leveling video. Continue to watch part 2 of this series where I share more information on things we'll be doing in tier 1 with main and alt character as we prepare for tier 2 contents in the future. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, kindly like and subscribe to the channel to help channel grow to 10k subs, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.